Eat as though your life depends on it, because I think it does. When it comes to being healthy, information is king. Take a look.
Baltimore, Maryland. Its downtown waterfront district bustles with ritzy shops and restaurants. But not too far from here, in lower-income neighborhoods, residents live in a virtual food desert, where convenience stores and fast food outlets often supply much of the food. Here, it's often a struggle for families to set a healthy table on a very limited budget. But one restaurateur has created something of an oasis, a garden, thriving in the heart of this concrete metropolis, tended by some enthusiastic young gardeners.
Everybody, have you guys ever had arugula?
No.
Tell me what it tastes like when you grab a leaf.
From tiny seeds to emerging sprouts, and finally mature fruits and vegetables ready for the table. This is a natural life cycle for gardens and groves. It's here in the cool, salty air near Baltimore's famous seaport, a group of elementary school children toil and till away, tenderly coaxing plants from the soil. They're learning all about the benefits of good nutrition, the thrill of success, and above all, a sense of wonder.
I grew this and now I'm gonna eat it.
Right on.
They're part of a program run by Baltimore Urban Gardening with Students, known as BUGS for short. It's in conjunction with the regional Living Classrooms Foundation. Here, 60 children bust in from disadvantaged neighborhoods, experience a safe, healthy, and very tasty educational environment.
Guys, let's go over to the main garden and grab some carrots. Let's do it.
Chef Jerry Pellegrino, owner of the nearby waterfront kitchen, works with students in the greenhouse and gardens. They're growing all kinds of nutritious vegetables. Sadly, many of them have seen far too little of these in their own homes.
BUGS is a program that helps 2nd through 5th graders who live in a part of the city that is relatively underserved. The population of the neighborhood that these children come from is about 51% on the poverty line, where like the entire city's average is about 18%. So these kids, they are sort of just at a disadvantage from the start. And BUGS, sort of the whole idea of this program, it's an after-school program. These children are selected through their school to join into the program. And they just need something to do between this 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock hour, when they would probably normally go home to a household where, if there were a parent, they'd probably still be at work. And that's kind of the time of day when the kids tend to get in trouble. And so occupying their time has given these kids a huge advantage. And whereas a lot of these kids never even graduate, most of these kids actually make it all the way through to high school.
I grew this.
Today, the BUGS kids are taking a special field trip to Chef Jerry's restaurant to transform their hard work into delicious dishes.
Who's gonna do the dough? Dough people over there.
I love to work with these kids, and for me, it's important to sort of educate our youth about eating healthy and getting them involved in the kitchen.
We picked the greens from the garden. We picked the mustard greens, and we picked the pepper greens, and we're gonna put them inside the salad, and I'm just breaking them up.
Good, mix it good.
Today we're making pizza.
The kids experience a pride in making pizza and salad from lettuce, peppers, and tomatoes nurtured with their own hands, and adding healthy ingredients like the fresh, organic POMPEIAN olive oil Chef Jerry has introduced them
Yeah,
to.
but look how good it looks. Well done.
And there's so much more to learn in the process.
You love broccoli, so put it on there. That one looks good. I like that pizza.
A lot of these kids think that food comes out of a plastic bag from like a CVS or a 7-Eleven. And so they get the opportunity to taste things like arugula or some sort of tomato that they've never had before. And so it benefits them in a way where they start to eat more healthy food, and they also get recipes to take home, and they end up cooking with either their parents or their grandparents.
Someday I like to be a chef.
Working with the kids, I have a ton of fun. I mean, when we get in the kitchen, it's managed chaos, but it's one of the most enjoyable things I do.
Almost all this food came from the garden.
Seed to plate is kind of a phrase that we coined. A lot of people are talking farm to table, but we're involved in actually getting the seeds into the ground. So the gardens we manage with the kids and the greenhouse gives us the opportunity to actually plant for ourselves, grow for ourselves, and then get this food into the kitchen, whether it's with the kids or in the restaurant, and get it onto the plate and get it to the guests.
these taste like radishes.
POMPEIAN olive oil and all the products they make, they're very hands-on in terms of starting material and ending. And so just as we do seed to plate, they sort of do tree to table. And not necessarily owning all the olive groves, but being there for the harvest and watching the crush, and then taking this oil, shipping it in tankers into Baltimore where it's bottled, and then bottling it out at the factory fresh every day, and then knowing where it goes and what stores it's being sold with, and then they understand everything. And so it's really, truly as fresh as an olive oil product can be when it leaves the warehouse.
Maybe the best part of this day, the kids get to taste the fruits of their labor.
Good job, guys. Really well done. You're full, huh? Too much? You gonna take some of this home?
For more information about Baltimore urban gardening with students and living classrooms, visit their websites. And for more about POMPEIAN olive oil and its tree-to-bottle philosophy, go to pompeian.com.